Yeah, well, we weren't in hell. I mean, there was this big bright white light at the end of a long tunnel, right? And there were all these chicks' voices and that music.
Music? Yeah, kind of uncool music like Enya. And these chicks' voices, they were saying, "Come to us, come towards the light."
Woo!
So what happened?
We figured, fuck it. I mean, it was really far.
Igor, go and get me what I crave.
If you have young children, it's all of the scares in recent years because of tampering of treats during Halloween.
Halloween is coming, my favorite holiday. I give my friends something special. Nestle bars. They're made with real milk.
Who can make Halloween safe for all? Have a party for your youngster.
Tonight, we bring you a Disney Halloween treat.
Hello, I'm Michael Eisner.
The Disney gang stopped by my office on their way to a Halloween party to show me their costume.
How did I look, Michael?
Well, Mickey.
They don't talk about it much in Whoville. But before he stole Christmas, the Grinch haunted Halloween.
I love you, my dears. Come to my humble mansion and I'll turn everybody on.
If you're stuck inside and you can't get out, but you feel like being free, grab a wish, make a switch, and see what you can be. That's Halloween, witch, magic, Halloween. Halloween, witch, magic, Halloween.
Hello and welcome to Hello, This is the Doom Show. I am Richard. Folks, I'm joined by Simon. Hello, Simon.
Hello.
I don't know if y'all feel spooky, but you should, because it's October Tuesday. I don't even know what I meant by that. Simon will explain it in detail later, what I meant. But we're doing something different this year for our this Halloween choice. I believe this was your choice, sir.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I know it's a film it's one of your kind of perennial favorites, I believe.
Oh,
and
yes.
You know how I like to look into like years in film, especially like, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, what have you. And looking into 1999, I saw this was due for an anniversary. So I was like, yeah, if we're going to cover this would be kind of prime time for it.
This is Idle Hands from 1999, directed by Roddy Rodman Flender. Rodman Flender. That's like the fucking weirdest name I've ever heard. I think he made it up. But the reason this film is different is because, folks, this is a stoner comedy. Which is weird because I don't own any stoner comedies except this one. I mean, maybe I'm just forgetting something, but this is for real, like the only like regular rotation stoner movie in my house. So that means I did some extra research, and after we're done talking about the movie, that's my sound of my research. I have looked up slang for smoking weed, slang for smoking cannabis, slang for smoking marijuana. I looked up slang for 420, and I looked up slang for bong, and I got a really long list of complete gibberish, because I used, I'll reveal what source I used later. But yeah, Idle Hands, I didn't forgot to look for a trailer. I bet there's a trailer with the awesome soundtrack in it, I bet you.
Oh boy, I've had Sublime stuck in my head all morning.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're going to talk about the soundtrack. We'll probably just talk about the soundtrack and leave the rest of the movie alone. I mean, it's one of those seminal soundtracks, and apparently the word seminal means a toilet.
Yeah, I think I've washed my hands like twice before recording.
So here's the trailer. Here's the trailer. I have no idea if it is fun or stupid or unlistenable for Idle Hands. Go!
Idle hands are the devil's playground. This spring,
It's like I have no control over my hands.
if you're not scared,
Look at me! Look at me! I'm Leatherface!
if you're not squirming,
What you doing? CPR, man. I saw him Baywatch.
if you're not screaming,
You scream like a girl.
you must already be dead.
Undead, actually.
Idle hands.
Okay, that wasn't my fault.
Rated R. Opens everywhere April 30th.
Now let's see if this movie got what everyone loves, VHS. Ah, fuck it, I'm reading off the DVD. It's 1999. We can look at this. You fucking just... Oh, I hate how Google does shit now. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like...
Google.
Changing Twitter is like, why?
Yeah. Fuck, suck my bong. Why don't you suck my bong, motherfucker? Here we go. All right, this is from the Columbia Pictures DVD with remastered audio. I know this got frickin' an actual, like, nice Blu-ray recently, or it's coming out. And the cover art is horrible. They did this cool 420 themed pot leaf cover, and I want to fucking die. So here's the plot synopsis.
Anton Tobias, Devon Sawa of Wild America, is a channel-surfing, junk food-munching, couch potato burnout who can't control the murderous impulses of his recently possessed hand. With the help of his zombified buddies, spoiler, Mick, Seth Green, Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me, and Nub? Is his name really Nub?
Pnub.
Eldon Henson of The Mighty, Anton's got to stop the rampaging devil appendage before it takes total control of his life and ruins any chance he has with class hottie Molly, Jessica Alba, Never Been Kissed, Vivica A. Fox, Independence Day, and Jack Noseworthy, The Brady Bunch movie, co-star in this wickedly funny horror comedy.
That was my new metal guitar solo.
Get your hands on the hottest new comedy.
Fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
A sick and twisted laugh riot. Mark S. Allen, UPN, Good Day Sacramento. Hilarious. It's even funnier than it is scary. Jeff Craig, 67 preview.
And of course on the cover, featuring music by The Offspring, Zebrahead, and more.
Oh, wow.
Like, more? You're spoiling me with that zebra head.
Oh, boy.
All right, I'm going right to the fucking soundtrack. All right.
Yeah.
Here's some of the bands featured on this soundtrack. You ready?
Oh, yeah. Well, no. But, yeah.
Something called BTK.
Oh, yeah.
And then Rancid. Motley Crue, we get to hear about 50 times.
Wait, what? BTK? Isn't that like...
The BTK Killer.
Yeah.
The I guess, yeah. Bind, Tickle, Kiss.
Yeah, that's the one. And they're the ones that do that, like, really, I can't even do it, but they're kind of really cheery, upbeat music that that Anton listens to. He's got, like, on... Oh, my God. Not just on his stereo, but on his...
But their name is Birth Through Knowledge.
Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, shit, I did see that now.
What the fuck? That's amazing. God, we're derailed already. So we get to hear Motley Crue. Then we get to hear that fucking Sublime song. We get Two, the band called Two, which has got freaking Rob Halford in it.
Oh.
Two Live Crew. We'll talk about that later. Let's see. Vanessa Dow. I don't know who that is. Rob Zombie, of course. Something called Lion Rock. They do Rude Boy Rock. The Living End. The aforementioned Zebrahead. We get Ace Frehley. Woo! We get the Offspring multiple times because fuck. Ooh, Unwritten Law. Whoa. And finally, Static X.
For about 5 seconds.
Oh, thank God, man. Wow, folks at home have already left. But I wrote on my notes, the credit sequence sounds like Incubus. Like the Incubus breakdown part.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like every fucking horror movie of 1999.
Yeah, we blame Seven for that, I think.
Yeah, in the audio commentary, Seth Green's like, which I listened to all of 10 seconds of. Seth Green's like, "Hey, wow, did you see Seven?" Welcome to the audio commentary for Seven. All right, so this movie, I wrote very little notes because I'm a cool dude.
Okay.
Fuck it. Fuck everything. We get a great opening sequence with frickin' Anton, the aforementioned Anton's parents, which is...
Well, I don't know who the lady is, but it's Fred Willard, isn't it?
Yes. Fred Willard is great.
Oh, yeah.
He is a comedy legend. Connie Ray is his mom, and she was in Speed 2 Cruise Control.
Ah.
Oh, hey. She was in Space Jam. She played Owner's girlfriend. She was in Hope Floats, the movie about the ice cream floats. Mm-hmm. She played Aunt Tina in Stuart Little. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
His parents, they get a great urban legend-like intro where they get into bed, and of course on the ceiling is, I'm under the bed, painted in day glow, frickin' glow-in-the-dark paint. And what year was Urban Legend?
98.
The year before. Yeah. Yes, of course. Well, Idle Hands is just that original, folks. Lietta and I both wonder, who is their decorator? Like, so they go looking for this prowler in their house, which is decked out for Halloween. Like almost every square inch of the house is Halloween-y. But the house is almost as terrifying as like the house in Black Christmas. Like,
oh yeah.
It's dark green and red and everything. Oh man, it's a fucking beautiful house.
It's the bedroom in particular I was looking at. So I remember I've not listened to it in years, so I don't have the DVD anymore with the commentary on. But I remember the director. I'm pretty sure, if memory serves anyway, he said he was kind of influenced by Argento. And some of the look of it, which definitely has seen some of the lighting and maybe one or two of the shots. But yeah, the decor of their bedroom especially, that could be like, right out of it. Yeah, like that kind of orange and green and it's just kind of off and kind of a bit unsettling, really.
I dare say that Rodman Flender is the Dario Argento of teen comedy. So they get brutally murdered by an unseen force, and like... There's this thing that they do when someone gets killed in this movie. They get killed off camera.
Yeah.
They dump a bucket of blood across the floor or across the window, wherever they get murdered. And so I have no idea what the killer is doing to them, but it's wonderful. Love it. And then the next morning we meet Anton. He is one of those people, I guess, who, I don't know how to describe them. They smoke. A lot of pot. I don't know. Is there a term for that? Oh, I could look at my list.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see. Here we go. All right. Are you ready for this? Anton is a blunt monkey freak. Hey, I just want this episode to sound authentic, Simon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So Anton, he wants to get high because he's run out of weed immediately in the morning. So he calls up his friends, Panib. And Mick. So we got Seth Green and Eldon Hansen now. Poor Seth Green. He never worked again after this. Poor guy. If you ever see a homeless Seth Green, you just hug him and tell him it's going to be okay. 188 credits.
Flipping heck.
Including fighter pilot, uncredited in Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Oh.
I got to look for him next time.
Yeah.
Shockingly, I didn't spot him. Eldon Henson. He surprisingly has been getting a lot of steady work. I like him, but he seems like somebody who you'd never see again.
Yeah, I was trying to struggle and think where I'd seen him.
He is on Daredevil. He plays the good old Foggy. Good old Foggy. He showed up in the Defenders because he's playing the same character. He was in the Hunger Games. I had no idea he was in the Hunger Games. Ooh, he played Billy Z in Lords of Dogtown, just like you like. No, I love both of these guys. They're freaking amazing together. They're slightly convincing as potheads.
Yeah, pretty much. It's nothing like kind of too, Freddy's dead,
No, they don't get into that much trouble with one joint.
Oh, and there's kind of a 6 degrees sort of Kevin Bacon link between Freddy's Dead and this movie, apparently, if the trivia is to be believed.
Tell me more.
So the dog, I couldn't find a credit for, but if the trivia on IMDb is correct... Oh, there's an even more amazing bit of trivia about the dog in here as well. But anyway, so Duke, or Dookie, like...
just Duke.
Yeah, like I'm guessing it's Duke, but it had me thinking of the fucking Green Day album. You call him Dookie. So, yeah, he's apparently a Rhodesian Ridgeback, and apparently it's the same dog that starred in Road Trip, alongside Paolo Costanza as the stoned talking dog Corky. And we all know who's in Road Trip, which I didn't know who was in it until we were talking about it for Freddy's Dead. There you go.
I forget. That was a long time ago. I'm a pothead, man.
What's his name now? Oh, no. Is it Breckenmeyer?
Breckenmeyer, there you go. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Presumably. I'm just taking your word for it. The important thing is that the dog is the dog, and the offspring are playing themselves.
Yes. Speaking of, when I couldn't find a thing for the dog, I was looking through the thing, it's like, Noodles, is that the dog? Oh, no, that's one of the offspring. Right, okay.
So his friends are trying to encourage him to go talk to Molly, played by Jessica Alba, who I feel bad for her. She also never worked again. No, she's still around. I'm on the fence with Jessica Alba. I remember when she started getting popular, and everybody thought she was really hot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I don't know. She's definitely a person.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And might as well share this now before I forget. I'll just tell you how misplaced my priorities are, apparently. Yeah, there's like 2 scenes in this where I ended up looking past her, going, oh, I wonder what kind of bass guitar that is.
Yes. Priorities.
Yeah.
I love it.
And there is a scene, actually. I would have never seen this unless the trivia had told me. You know where Anton... Sorry, we're getting ahead here, but I know we're not going scene by scene anymore, so I suppose it doesn't matter. Where after he's discovered his parents, spoiler alert, have been killed, and he's out, like, puking in the bush, and, his buddies, they come to see what's up. In the background, you can barely see it, but in the top of the frame, you can see Jessica Alba playing bass in the top window.
Yes. Oh, man. Well, the best thing about her character is that she's a songwriter, and she drops her... I just want to call it a slam book for no reason. She drops her slam book while she's riding her friggin' Vespa through the streets of this wonderful, wonderful town, and he rescues the book. His friends are like, dude, you better not let her see you reading that shit. And he's like, no, man, her songs are the best. We get to see... You sent me a screenshot.
Yes.
Of one of the songs. Was it Shut Up World?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't know if I can see any of the lyrics here.
Oh, it's so fucking bad. I can relate, because, in high school, of course, I was a wannabe poetry songwriter dude. So I would write, instead of doing my homework, I would write how school sucks for fucking 500 words, Let's see, you sent me the screenshot. It says, vanity, it says... Something be yourself, vanity. Am I always myself, or am I trying to be someone else? I am myself.
Yes.
Shut up, world. Blah, blah, blah. What could it mean? You're not real. You're just in my dream. Could you ever shut up, world, for just a second? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, thank you. You did good research, sir.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes, she's amazing. And he when he returns her book to her and is sweet talking to her later, Anton sings some of her lyrics to her, and it's fucking amazing.
Yes.
Oh boy. So our next pair of funsters that we meet frickin' Randy, who lives across the street, played by Jack Noseworthy, who's come up on this frickin' podcast before. God help me, I don't remember what it was. But, Event Horizon. Oh, that's right. It was on a different podcast. This is when I was talking to, on Who Will Survive. I was talking about him. But he was in a little thing called Dead at 21. And Dead at 21 was a short-lived MTV show where he'd had some, like a time bomb or something in his bloodstream that would kill him when he turned 21. And he's 20 and he's racing to find the thing. And of course it got killed after 13 episodes. Oh my God, we got a call. Let's see. Hello? I love you. All right.
Ghost caller.
I spread a little love in the world, man.
Good on you.
Hey, it's what potheads or blunt monkey freaks like me do.
Shiba monkeys, yes.
I love Jack Noseworthy. He's one of the most unusual looking actors on the planet. He has a face. Whew, he's a weird looking face. He looks really like a lot weirder in Event Horizon. I don't know why. I don't know why he's just so strange looking.
He's got, I'm just looking at this Dead in 21. He's got some fabulous looking hair here.
Hell yeah, man. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. He's our neighborhood motorhead, literally, working on frickin' his truck and listening to Motley Crue Shout at the Devil on constant loop.
Yes.
Like he only owns the one song. But yeah, he's trying to help Anton out by giving him advice because, as we'll find out, there's going to be some devilry, and everyone thinks that Randy's a real Satanist. The plot, as we've been avoiding, is Anton is killing people. His right hand is the devil's hand because I think Devon Sawa, the actor, was left-handed, so they decided to make it his evil right hand. Is killing people while he's asleep and killing people while he's awake against his will. And so an angel from heaven, a druidic, whatever, princess or something, I'm losing it, man. Vivica A. Fox, who plays Debbie LeCure, which I thought it would be spelled like liqueur, like liquor, but it's spelled like Le Cure. But she's introduced by a guy who pronounces it as Sister Liquor. She's not a princess. She's like a priestess. That's the word I was looking for. Nailed it. Hey, folks. Welcome to the podcast. I'm still here. Vivica A. Fox, also sad she never worked again. Only 194 credits because she's a fucking loser. No, she's awesome. I love her. She's really good in a lot of things because she's in fucking everything. Yes. Holy shit balls. One of my favorite things that she actually, I did not know until just now. I had no idea this was her. Have you seen the Scooby-Doo series from the 2010s called Mystery Incorporated?
No, I haven't, and I know I really should do. Not just on its own merits, but I'm sure that's the one I saw a few Twin Peaks sort of references in, did I?
Oh, yeah. There's billions of references to all cool shit in that. It's really smart and really great. She plays Cassidy Williams. I think she's a local DJ. And it's just, she brings all the Vivica A. Foxiveness. And of course, she was in Kill Bill. What about her horror stuff other than Batman and Robin? Hey, wow.
Yeah, sorry, I took a moment.
That was mean. I'm such a dick. Yeah, everyone loves that movie. She's in the Sharknado movies. Poor thing. She's broke.
She needs to do more horror, man. This isn't good. Vivica A. Fox, come on. Anyway.
But she's there with a sacrificial dagger and a book of spells, and she's triangulated that the hand will be in the town where Anton is. And of course, she and Randy are going to team up, the unlikely duo. And they're all of their dialogue is together. All their scenes are great. Like, there's a whole separate movie of just those two on their adventures I want to see. There's a TV series they could have done a spin-off of. Let's talk about that. When we talked about Duke, the dog.
Oh, yeah, and I neglected to mention, didn't I, from where's this trivia page again? Again, if IMDb is to be believed, apparently, and I didn't go back and check this, like I did go back and check the, Jessica Alba playing bass in the background thing. I went and checked that, but I didn't check this, so you'll have to take their word for it. When Anton is afraid and trying to search his house, he pushes his dog into the hallway before him. During this scene, the dog is clearly seen having an erection.
Well, now we need to upgrade to the Blu-ray to get a look at that lipstick.
Oh, Doctor.
Oh, my God. I just stopped using the boner, the boing sound effect, man. You're killing me. The temptation is fucking impossible to resist.
I'll do it.
Just kidding. I just resisted it.
This week, Kids WB is treating you to Halloween cartoons in the afternoon. Instead of seeing the regular big cartoony show, you'll see all the big cartoony stars in super spooky Halloween specials. Regular episodes of Pokemon are being taken to the Pokevet, so you can see the really scary ones. And regular episodes of Batman Beyond and the Batman Superman adventures are being replaced with Wait a minute, they're not being replaced. Those things are always scary. It's Super Spooky Afternoons, starting Monday on Kids WB.
So great dog acting. We have some great cat acting from a cat named Bones. And Lieta pointed out that there is more than one cat playing Bones, which is good. Because, especially since when he throws it, when he whips it around by the tail and throws it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Don't worry. It was obviously fake. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't see the cat credited anywhere. Fuck this movie.
No, the dog's not either. It's,
jeez, they hate animals.
They need a union or something, I think.
I'm going to burn Anton's house down. Fuck him. No. That's so dumb. The moment of revelation comes when his buddies find all of these clues all over the house. And in a moment of realization that comes very quickly, surprisingly for a stoner, he's like, I'm the killer. It's like, all right. And then he proceeds to murder his two best friends. And very fun. I love it. They will be back. Fear not, Seth Green and Eldon Hemel, what his name is. Fans, they'll be back.
Hanson.
As zombies. Yeah.
It's like to throw another 90. Yeah, exactly.
Dop-a-doo-bop. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. One of the greatest scenes ever is he ends up in Molly's bedroom.
Oh, boy.
Because he throws the cat across the street, and he ends up with her, and of course... fucking amazing. Great taste in guys. Now that he's a murderous psychopath, she wants to hook up with him.
Yeah.
And hook up they do. But vaguely, like, I don't know. Teenage sex.
I was thinking about this, and between this scene and kind of her whole... I mean, yeah, you know, it's cartoonish. It's total, like, fantasy, of course. But even that being the case, between that and, like, some of the gay jokes and stuff, do you think this would even get made in the same way today?
No, sir. I mean, the whole thing about, like the hottest girl in school just wants a bad boy. Like, she's on her bad boy phase. Oh, it's just so, oh my God. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny. But, yeah, no. Like him like strangling her and her like, ooh, you're bad. Like, you're funny.
Yeah.
You're fun. It's just wonderful. Her parents come home. Luckily, they don't catch her blowing him or whatever the fuck was going on. And he goes back. He buries his friends and gives a eulogy to them. And then, of course, Penub and Mick come back from the dead, and we're treated to some zombie fun. Lots and lots of really hilarious animatronic severed head stuff. But the bottle in the forehead thing on Seth Green is magic.
Oh, it's amazing. And yeah, that was the other thing I forgot. We were talking about riffing on Argento. I mean, I'm pretty sure, and it obviously is, it's like straight up Tenebrae, the reveal of that, you know, where Anton's behind him.
Nice. I really love the lighting, the garish frickin' lighting in that scene.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Blood red. Oh, it's so good.
Who was the, let's see, the cinematographer on this? Not somebody I'd heard of, but the director and the editor. I mean, I don't know how much, I suspect a lot of this was probably storyboarded because there's a lot of, I don't know what they carry it on throughout, but I noticed through like the first 20, 30 minutes were tons of like graphic matches, you know, like transitions between scenes. And yeah, again, speaking of like riffing on classic horror films, so after Seth Green gets that bottle on the head, and Penub runs down to the basement, did you spot that Shining shot? You know, the underneath shot on the door.
Oh yeah, I totally missed it. Now I can't unsee it.
So yeah, clearly, you know, these are people who are they're horror fans and all that. But let's see. So cinematographer Christopher Baffer, not something familiar with. We've got American Horror Story. It's all like TV and stuff mainly here.
He directed a movie that a lot of people purchased. Called Suicide Kings. So, folks, maybe you remember this, maybe you don't. When DVDs were new, when DVDs were the hot new thing, and people were like, all right, fine, and the picture quality is amazing, I'll get a DVD player. So you go to Best Buy, and you get a frickin' DVD player. So you're carrying this $100 to $200 thing around, and you're looking at the paltry selection of DVDs. And there's this movie that's only like $7. Whoa, all these DVDs are like $20, $30. Here's a movie that's only $7. And it was called Suicide Kings. And you went home and you watched it once. And you went, picture quality was really great. Wow.
Yeah, I've not seen that. I think I've seen the case somewhere, but
Yeah, it's a movie. I mean, it's got a surprisingly high rating, so it's not bad or anything, but it's just so fucking bland, like those caper movies. Double cross and the triple cross. Oh boy, we're on a boat.
This is a funny thing, and kind of getting ahead of myself a little bit here, but looking at that meta score on IMDb, 43. So that's kind of got that kind of middling sort of rating. And then you look at the one for Idle Hands, and it is
37,000.
It fucking should be.
Shit.
But 31, and it's red, and it is rotten on Rotten Tomatoes, which, again, just such a fucking bullshit website.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Fuck the critics.
I've always thought it's like, I'd rather watch one of the films that's rated rotten on there than one of these middle of the road, like say bland sort of movies most of the time.
I only like opinions I agree with.
Yeah.
Did you just fucking disagree with me?
Suicide Kings. Now we play my way.
I want to fight you, bro. So, of course, we have a repeat of the sequence where he wakes up the next day and he thinks it's all a dream. But then, of course, his friends are corpses, talking corpses. And there's a great monologue where they discuss why they didn't go to heaven. Like, it was really fucking far. So he tries to approach Randy to get advice on this satanic hand. And one of my favorite scenes, probably ever, is the fast food place.
Oh, yeah.
What is the name of this fast food place? Jungle Burger or something?
Something like that. There are like monkeys and like safari sort of stuff all over it.
I feel it's so funny. I've watched this like 14 fucking times.
Yeah, I meant to write that down and forgot because they've clearly the production designer and all that, they've been given a shit ton of money just to kind of realize
it's Burger
this.
Jungle.
Burger Jungle.
Burger Jungle, yes. Sorry. Yeah, this sequence is just so great. They have a Blink-182 cameo.
Yes.
Fuck the 90s.
Gets one line, but man, he milks it.
God, I fucking hate the 90s so much.
I just remembered, maybe I repressed it. I've been to a few kind of music festivals, but I've been to like one proper big one, which was like in 2003. And I think, we saw Blink-182. Although a couple of my friends, if they went up to the front of the stage, me and like one of my friend's girlfriend, we have no interest, so we like stood off at the side trying to ignore it, trying to already repress the experience.
That's like me when I went to Lollapalooza in 1994.
Yeah.
And I slept through Smashing Pumpkins. I just found a spot in the grass and just passed out until we were ready to go. One of our party wanted to see them very badly. They were the reason why we were there. And I was like, who are they? They're dumb. Ugh. Play that 1979 song, dude. Or whenever the fuck that came out, I have no idea. Probably not 1994. Two of the murders are these twins that got murdered by the hand. There's people grieving at the Burger Jungle, and oh my god, it's fucking great. Randy gets very upset because he gets cock blocked by Anton. The girl he talks to will actually show up later, though. She will be Penub's love interest, I believe.
Oh, is that? Yeah, she looks very similar. That's her, is it?
Tanya?
Oh, no way.
Tanya. How about some pictures, IMDb? Oh my god, IMDb sucks.
Oh, this is Katie Wright, is it? No relation?
Yes. No relation to you, good sir. Let me see. I want to see a picture of her just to confirm. Oh, it's totally her. Okay, so she is the love interest for Penub, as he's a walking corpse. There's a great necrophilia joke. Yeah, that whole sequence with her and Randy is fucking great. I probably use that as the intro to the show.
Yeah.
Because I love it.
Did you know them well?
Not really. You?
Yeah, they were great.
I just feel really bad, because I was always so mean to them. Like this one time, they asked me to go out on a double date, and I thought they were tards, because there's only one of me, right? So I told them to go blow each other.
Wow. Did they? Oh, the way you treated them, guilt must be making you feel like shit inside, right? Randy! You're still in high school? Yeah, me, I got out about 3 years ago.
Frank! I need your help.
What are you playing, a little two-ball there, bud?
Look, I gotta talk to you. This is some serious stuff going on.
Hey, Anton, can't you see him getting a little action over here? Oh, man. I can't believe you cock-blocked me like that. I thought we were buds.
So then we get a cop standoff back at the house as Anton is trying to knit. He's knit one, purl twoing it so he doesn't kill anybody else. The asshole cops that they went to high school with, which harassed Anton earlier.
You told me to write this down, so I was watching it yesterday. And after seeing that, I think it's on that Silent Hill Twitter account, it's like No Context Silent Hill. And somebody had posted, I think, Silent Hill 2, doing it. Was it James in character saying, who just ripped this fat vape? I'm trying to find my dead wife. So that's kind of like stuck in my head, and I'm watching. It's like, it's 1999, Silent Hill 1 came out. It's very Silent Hill out here. And just a look on Anton's face, he's thinking, it's like, is somebody holding out here,
Folks, this is why I wish this was a video podcast. We could just put up the picture of that.
That I sent you, yeah. Oh, that was...
What is the name of that fucking, is it ominous whooshing?
Oh, yeah.
Just put the ominous whooshing fucking tag in there. So the two cops who hate Anton and his friends, this is Sean Whalen, another loser actor, only 131 credits. But you recognize this guy. He's that guy in a bunch of movies. A big thing with him is The People Under the Stairs, Wes Craven.
Oh, man. I nearly rewatched that recently.
Dude, it has been way too long. He plays Roach. I haven't seen that in fucking forever.
He's in 3 from Hell, apparently.
Oh, shit. Nice. He's just gnarly enough now in his old age for frickin' Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
He's in a movie I friggin' love called Doppelganger from 1993 with Drew Barrymore.
Ooh.
I highly recommend you guys track that down. It's kind of like De Palma meets Hellraiser or something. It's really bizarre.
I like the sound of that. Yeah, I've never heard of this one.
I mean, obviously it's not as good as either of those two things.
Yeah.
But it's just, there's something about it. It was like one of those ones on cable that I saw that I was like, whoa, how is no one talking about this? Hopefully somebody will, dig it up and throw it on Blu-ray. I think it's really good.
Yeah, no, it looks intriguing. It's got,
and everyone loves Droob Barrymore. Sorry, guys, I'm a real blunt monkey freak. I talk like that sometimes.
Oh, I forgot to mention. So I've been looking up stoner slang. Would you describe yourself as a gentleman?
Oh my god, see, that's funny. The ones I picked are fucking terrible. I picked the ones that don't make any goddamn sense. His buddy is Nicholas Sadler, who's in Twister, a movie I fucking hate.
Oh man, a story about that. I know I've told this before. That freaked me the fuck out temporarily. Like when I saw it in the cinema back, was it in the 90s? Because do you remember there's that bit where they go to the drive-in and The Shining's on? And they trick the audience because at first it's like you're watching it. And I had seen a clip of The Shining on TV, I think, but was in that kind of, fascinated, scared sort of, formative stage of like, I really want to watch this, but I never want to watch it. And I was in the cinema and that bit came on and it's like,
nice.
What's going on? It's a projection. It's like changed the film. Gotta run.
I hope you like this.
Yeah.
Guess what his character's name in Twister is?
Oh, go on.
Kubrick.
Oh, no way.
It's fucking incredible.
That is crazy.
So the two cops, they see Anton sitting among who he thinks are not reanimated corpses of Penub and Mick. And they have a great line about screw the Bill of Rights. We got just cause. I love that. Oh, excuse me, piss on the Bill of Rights. Got to be specific. And of course, there's the greatest standoff sequence ever with the knitting needles and the frickin' gun, the cop's gun, and then the taser, and all hell breaks loose. It's wonderful. Oh my god, this movie, dude. I hope we're preaching to the choir on Idle Hands. Like, I would love the thought of, like, one of our listeners hates this fucking movie.
Well,
I'm so desperate for their Simon-related content that they'll put up with us talking.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, we'll get to that, the sort of reaction to it and all that. But, yeah, it's just, Yeah, I mean, yeah, some of the comedy might be, I don't know. I mean, it's very broad, but I don't mean that in, like a bad way, but I could see, that might rub some people the wrong way. But, just in terms of the physical comedy in it, especially, Devon Sawa, that guy must have bruised the shit out of himself making this film. How much he throws himself. Maybe the most amazing bit, just for it's almost like Buster Keaton sort of worthy, where he's going after his cat and he flips over the edge of the porch, and rings the doorbell. That is just so fucking perfect.
Yeah, he's part of what I love about this movie. He's freaking firing on all cylinders. It's fucking great. We have a hand slicing scene where he tries to cut off his hand with the bagel cutter that's no use, and he manages to succeed. Awesome. More physical comedy that's just brilliant. Seth Green, I think, says when they leave, catch you on the flip-flop, which people should still say to this day. We get a great scene with the burrito and the severed head with the beans dripping out of frickin' Penub's neck. Nice gross out moment there. We've got the frickin' hand coming alive and running around on its own, getting microwaved. Oh, man. Then they foolishly let it go, and it's so good.
Speaking of the hand, before I forget, while we're going through the cast, did you see who played the hand?
Yes, the idle hand is
played by Scrolling with the Homies.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, Christopher Hart.
Yeah.
He's a hand actor or a hand tour who played Thing in the frickin' Addams Family movies. Love it. I've been in love with my hand, and now I have his too. All right. Randy and the frickin' Liqueur meet up at the bowling alley in a great scene. There's some nice bowling alley sexy puns. I loved it. And there's a great moment where she's like, "Oh, you wouldn't want to know about what I'm doing here." And he's like, "No, I'm really interested." It's so great. You think he's just going to be this total asshole the whole movie, but no, Randy's great. So everyone is going to this dance. Of course, the hand is also going to the dance. It's a Halloween dance because, hey, folks, it's a Halloween episode. We got to talk about Halloweeniness. There's a freaking great moment where Randy's friends, this guy and this girl, they're done up like Gene and Paul from Kiss. And now you've got Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley making out.
Oh my God.
Just like in real life, but off camera. They did it on camera.
Oh boy.
Fucking wonderful. Then we have the principal who's using letting the kids be distracted by the dance so he can finally make his 1-900-SEX phone call at school. This is a very funny man. This is Timothy Stack. Just one of the great, hey, it's that guy, comedy actors. He's so funny. He's in tons of stuff. Tons of frickin' stuff. Like Dear God, where he plays Cousin Guy, the postal cop. He did show up on a couple Golden Girls episodes, you like. And Night Court, I mean, yeah.
But he, for this kind of slightly dubious use of what is presumably, even though, it's kind of after school and all that, presumably he's still been paid or what have you. Although, to be fair, it sounds like he's using his own credit card or what have you, unless he's got some kind of expense account for his phone sex. But anyway, he gets the what I want to call the pieces treatment for his kind of indiscretion.
Oh my God. It's like, I'm getting hot. No, I can feel you. How are you doing that? And the hand is up his pants, ripping his dick off. Hey, smash the patriarchy. If you have to rip off a phallus, you must do it. Thankfully, the offspring gets murdered. The whole Carrie-esque, everyone's getting locked in the gym while the slaughter is happening. Wonderful. The hand goes to the pencil sharpener and frickin' sharpens its nails down to the bone, so it's even more deadly. Oh, man, this is so good. So much good stuff. Get a showdown where we end up in auto shop and marijuana saves the day. Literally.
Yes, and this kind of connects it to another 90s horror movie where a similar thing happens, but like the reverse end of the decade. I'm not sure if you know which one it is.
You're talking about the one with the drugs, where the drugs kill the aliens?
Oh, there are drugs in it. There's lots of drugs, but...
No, what are you talking about? I have no idea.
So in Hardware, it's not right at the end. It's about, I don't know, when... Because in that they've got, Major Good Vibes. They've got the government-sanctioned marijuana cigarettes, which Jill smokes tons of throughout. And, after, setting their gas canister she's got lying around off, ends up lighting the whole packet and throwing it at the fucking robot to blow it up.
Oh, dude, yeah, I was going the wrong direction. I was thinking of 1998's The Faculty.
Ah.
Where frickin' Josh Hartnett is a drug dealer.
Oh,
Saves the day.
Yeah.
Classic. But, this movie is both pro and anti-marijuana. It's pretty great. And then saves the day. The hand gets killed in a hilariously... freaking anticlimactic. It's so anticlimactic that even Seth Green comments on it. But if you watch the frickin' deleted scene,
yes, I was going to ask you about that.
You can see that they had a much more elaborate plan that looked like shit, so they decided to scrap it, or it was too expensive. And they filmed a bunch of stuff and unfinished effects of in the school pool and the doorway to hell that they've been trying to prevent the hand from opening opens up in the pool.
Yeah, there was something I think as well they were maybe saying, I don't know, maybe tonally, veered away from what they were going for or something,
Yeah.
But apparently, according to, it's hard to say on this because I've read one thing saying, and maybe it's a bit of both, saying that this kind of, need for reshooting or what have you was a reason the film was delayed by a few months. But I've also got that, Columbine was something to do with that, or maybe it got pulled from release. I'm trying to recall now, but at any rate, and again, without getting ahead too much into the reaction of this, just releasing this, I think it was at the end of April, just seems like a fucking terrible idea to me. Why this wasn't out in October.
That's right. Columbine.
Yeah.
Oh. The tragedy ruins that even more than it just itself. Anton ends up injured in the hospital, and there's a wonderful line about Nub and Mick ask him what he wants and from the vending area, and he says this line that just sticks with me. I think about this line way more than I should.
Yeah.
He says, "Could you get me some crunch nuggets? Those things are awesome." Why? Of all the lines in this movie that are quotable, that one is just in my head all the frickin' time.
It's just, I don't know, it's just a bit perplexing, really. I'm looking...
I just want some.
I'm looking them up, and I'm not entirely sure what these are. Well,
I don't think they exist.
We've got crunchy nuggets.
Oh my god, they're a real thing.
And then show me chicken nuggets, and now I'm hungry.
Oh my god. Well, he says crunch nuggets. I don't think he says crunchy nuggets.
No.
But dude, if that's what I see, I wanted it to not be a real thing. Fuck this movie. I hate it. This movie sucks. So the movie's over. Hooray. And, we're all high from watching it. Is there anything else in the plot scenes that jumped out at you wanted to mention? So?
Let's see. So early on, before we're kind of establishing more of the comedy, saying about the scene with the parents. And generally, I think there's some great, that bit's maybe the most suspenseful part. I don't know, maybe one or two bits later on, where all hell's breaking loose. By then, obviously, the kind of comedy's kind of crept in more. But, just again, props to, obviously the director and, DOP and, the editor. It's just really just kind of well made,
Yeah.
Like I say, they obviously know the horror and stuff. Let's see what else. Oh, I made a note about Seth Green's hair here because I think I dyed my hair the same color in college, not because of him.
Because of him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Oh, this is like kind of nothing, but, I think that, is it Anton and is it Molly? They call each other baby snakes at one point, which makes me regret selling my Frank Zappa DVD of the same name now. Because it's
so weird.
Probably out of print. Speaking of the kind of both pro and anti-marijuana, this is kind of a line that's like right on the edge of like kind of almost, no, we'll let you make your own mind up of when, Anton and his, in what kind of a straight movie would be like, oh, I'm wasting my life. I'm such a loser sort of stuff, just Seth Green cuts him off. It's like, no Kevin Costner speeches. Let's just go. It's like right on.
The tone is so perfect.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's an amazing shot, speaking again of the direction of, like I say, after the principal gets the pieces treatment, you get Anton running down the hallway, and as he runs past the camera, the only other film I can think of seeing this, but the staging's totally different. You know, the reveal in Black Sunday of when the patriarch in that kind of doomed family, where his corpse gets discovered, and you have that amazing, like, 180-degree sort of camera spin. It just spins on its head. You get that here, you know, running down the hallway, and then, like, we're upside down all of a sudden, but it's really cool. And
nice.
Yeah, I think that's it, really.
This movie is a frickin' pop culture meltdown. There's so many frickin' references to so many things. The trivia is just tons and tons of stuff. One of my favorite bits is this was filmed in the same neighborhood as the 1978 Halloween.
Yeah, maybe it's changed a lot by then, so... I was trying to see if any of the houses look familiar, but, sort of big neighborhoods.
Night of the Living Dead. Like, there's stuff they're watching. They're watching Night of the Living Dead. They're watching Dawn of the Dead at some point. There's a clip from an Ed Wood movie during the hands, when he can't turn the hands off of TV because the hand wants to watch hand-related things. There's the intro to a show I never saw when it was on, but called Chiller.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a horror show. I believe it had a horror host. I'm not totally sure about it, but the Chiller intro thing is really freaking cool. Somebody made this claymation thing. It's just wonderful. Looks like the nightmare side of Gumby. The Two Live Crew reference thing is really funny when they're playing Pop That Coochie, and they're like, oh, they never play this video anymore. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I remember that video being like the biggest thing in the 80s. Like, it was so shocking and so crazy that MTV would like play it after midnight and shit. Oh my God, it's so dumb. There's a lot of music videos, of course, frickin' Rob Zombie. There's that one video with like the little person and the lady who looks like Pamela Anderson.
Oh, is it black and white or something goth looking thing?
Oh my God, that video makes my skin crawl. Just can't even. So fucking bad.
Oh, so I meant to send you this. Sorry, I totally forgot. There's on YouTube, there's a work print ending, which I watched, so I couldn't find any of the deleted scenes, where you have Mick and Penub ascending a heavenly staircase and maybe they got rid of it because in this work print clip they've got Stairway to Heaven playing in the background, and I'm guessing they probably would have had to pay like a fucking $1 million or something to license that, so that got dropped. But also bizarrely, and why they changed this, you can maybe figure why, but so you have in the scene where Jessica Alba is going to visit him in hospital, but you have is it Debbie and Randy there as well. But it's pretty much the same scene. And, you get Mick and Penub come through the wall with that fucking Santeria reprise again, because that's how we have to kind of identify them, of course.
Fuck.
Like, we've not spent, like half the fucking movie with these people and know who they are,
Just in case.
Yeah.
This director, Mr. Rodman Flender, he was a big-time TV guy, did a lot of Dawson's Creek, which there's a Dawson's Creek reference in this one. Did episodes of Party of Five, The O.C., later he'd do some episodes of The Office, frickin' Scream TV series.
It's funny you mention that, because yesterday I, picked up that Scream trilogy Blu-ray recently, and I was half tempted to watch premiere the Scream 2 Blu last night, having no idea he'd done any of the Scream series, but in the end I was a bit tired. I thought I'm going to hold off on it, but that's interesting to me. He's done some of that series. I've not watched any of it yet, but I will catch
It's fun.
up eventually.
Season 1's great.
Cool.
It's even more corny than the movie, like super like teen stuff.
I'm up for that, and I'm intrigued by this film he's got in post-production now. Oh wait, before that, what's this? Because relevant to you, I'm Becoming a God in Central Florida.
Yes, starring everyone's favorite awesome person, Kirsten Dunst.
Oh right, really?
Yes, I need to find out more about this. Because, Florida. But yeah, he's got Eat Brains Love coming out.
Yes.
Wow. A Laugh Out Loud Funny. Before it's even done, they're calling it Laugh Out Loud Funny. Surprisingly romantic zombie road trip filled with heart and brains.
Well, off the strength of this, I would be very intrigued to watch this.
It's a guarantee I will watch that. Yeah. But dude, that's a stupid title. What else do I love about this movie? Oh yeah, of course the suburban scenery. I love all that stuff. Teen movies, for whatever reason, just lost it after Mean Girls. I don't know why. I love teen movies from the late 90s, early 2000s.
There's another one again, even though I only watched this, again, maybe a month or so ago, if less than that, from the same year as this, Carrie 2, The Rage, or The Rage Carrie 2.
Yes.
Very nearly rewatched that last night, so that gives me the same sort of... And I'm glad you mentioned about the whole suburbia and just teen movie thing. That, to me, you know, being the other side of the pond has been something that's always been very appealing to me about these films. Just kind of been able to sort of, you know, live in that kind of world by... you know, like, again, like, sort of travel by proxy, you know, watching these movies, you know.
Before I educate our listeners on how to talk about marijuana properly and not embarrass yourself with your friends or your doobie mates. I don't know. That's not on my list. I just said that. Is there anything else you want to say about Idle Hands, the ultimate Halloween treat, before we move on?
Well, we should talk about the reaction then. So I think I alluded to this before. This film was apparently panned, even though, you know, there's a couple of sort of pull quotes, you know, they were really selling it with. Not just in terms of, I mean, let's just have a look here at the reception. So, yeah, critically panned, Rotten Tomatoes, just bullshit. Film 16% based on 55 reviews, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, saying it's gained a kind of a bit of a cult status over years. Even back when it came out and came on DVD, I always had friends who enjoyed this film, and I think it already had a bit of a cult following back then. Beyond that, Jesus Christ, this was a complete flop. Box office, 4.2 million at a budget of 25 million. Now,
oh my God.
Yeah. It was released apparently on the 30th of April. I think Columbine, that was like 10 days before that or something, if I remember the date. So whether this got pulled or what have you, but again, it's like, why the hell? You know, even if maybe they were shooting for a October 98 release and they had to delay it that long, but Jesus Christ, why they didn't wait again until that October? I mean, it just seems so...
Halloween,
well, let's put it this way. I mean, and I meant to look. Let's just have a quick look, because I did look at this earlier. 1999 in film. Looking at release dates for what came out that October, because there really isn't... So the second highest grossing film of this year was The Sixth Sense, which obviously came out of nowhere. That was released... just over 20 years ago, actually, so 6th of August. But then you go forward to October, and you have, October the 1st, my birthday, we have The Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland, and Three Kings. Going ahead, you have Fight Club and The Straight Story. Not really any horror. aside from, and again, this is long overdue for a rewatch for me, House on Haunted Hill, which...
Yeah, that's fun stuff.
But not really much horror, really. This is funny. So Wes Craven had a film out the same day as that, Music of the Heart.
Oh, jeez. Speaking of horror, wow. I've never watched that. I'm very curious.
Yeah, me too.
Miramax Films presents two-time Academy Award winner Meryl Streep, Aidan Quinn, Gloria Estefan, and Academy Award nominee Angela Bassett in an extraordinary true story.
We'd like you all to play from here.
Music of the Heart.
It's the music of...
The last thing I wanted to say about this beautiful film is that I can't remember if Lietta is the one who introduced me to it. This might have been from her collection, but we definitely rented this or just watched this when we were dating. So this is something we've watched very regularly since our entire relationship has been going on. So yeah,
cool.
I don't exaggerate how many times I've seen this frickin' movie. Like it's really is in the teens easily.
Nice.
Which is weird because I don't remember it better. So folks, I am now going to get you hip. Get you the 411 on the marijuana talking. So I went and picked the things. I think that slangthesaurus.com might be open source. Or perhaps it's not open source. Perhaps this is from law enforcement representatives working in the field, going undercover trying to bust up these pot rings that are destroying America and the United Kingdom. In case any of you are going to do a 21 Jump Street and go undercover, this terminology will save your life. Are you ready, Simon? Okay.
Statistics show that 40% of all kids who smoke marijuana live in the city. Guess where the other 60% live?
They said weed wouldn't lead to harder drugs. They lied. Find out the truth about weed. Drugfreeworld.org.
Truth is, there's a million things to do that are more fun than sitting around getting stoned.
Yeah, we like to party. Did I say that already?
Think about it.
I tried to put them in by categories. So the first half of the list, I think, are actually the act of smoking marijuana. And then later, I have names for marijuana. So here we go. Single individual doobie. Blastin' the Rebel Grass. Holy Chronicles and the Eternal Bowl. Homie G Funkinator.
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm mixed up as to what is supposed to mean smoking and was actually identifying marijuana, but they misspelled homie, so it's homie, so it's homie G Funkinator. We got Dankadoddle. Here's my favorite. Come chew up on my bubblegum. That's how you invite people to come over and smoke with you.
Oh,
now this one sounds like this. I know is a slang for masturbation, but I guess potheads incorporated it into their own slang. Flog the dolphin. I can't imagine a pothead flogging their dolphin. It would just take them a really long time, I guess. Billow and pillow, right? Here's my other favorite: scamming on my cheese.
Oh,
Richard, I smell the smoke of marijuana. No, ma'am. I am scamming on my cheese. Here's another. I like this one's very abstract. Mutual misunderstanding. That's pretty clever. Yeah. Formaldehyde sandwiches. I've heard you say that a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah.
Oregon high five. Practicing Scientology. Here comes another zinger. Sitting on Pete's crotch.
Oh, boy.
What? Cleaning the pump room. And here comes some names for marijuana. Here we go. Granddaddy Purple, which when Marky, Carey, and I, that's Marky Karloff and Carrie Frankenstein, we're hanging out. We're talking about weed, smoking, 420 blazing. We often talk about Granddaddy Perp Kush a lot.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We say that all the time. This one is actually from Biodome, and I was really happy I found it in the list. Purple Sticky Punch. They don't say marijuana in that movie. They say Purple Sticky Punch. Foam on the Dome. Blueberry Yum Yum. This one sounds like a metal band. Sinister Minister. More alliteration. Mackenzie Frenzy. Oh, God, Simon, you have to explain this one to me, because I'm sure this is from your country.
Okay.
Basket Belly.
No.
No. The aforementioned, my secret favorite, Blunt Monkey Freak.
Yes.
And its cousin, Chronic Monkey Feet. Alaskan Crab Fisherman. This one, actually, I really like this one. Ancient Thunder Lettuce.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm looking at, I don't know whether I'm on the same website, but I'm looking at some of these, and I feel like I'm reading one of the fucking list bits from like Finnegan's Wake or something. It's like, what the fuck am I looking at here?
Well, you know, James Joyce had eye problems, so he definitely was smoking the next one.
Yeah.
The sack of Timmy D.
So that hot diggity dank.
Hot diggity dank. That dank kush, yes.
Yeah.
The last two, I only have two left, and these are very special to me. One is to hang out with Sam.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, ironic. We can't top this. Referring to marijuana as Jeffrey.
Really?
Or Jeff. Yeah, so yeah. Whenever I talk to Jeffrey on the podcast, we are smoking marijuana.
Ah, yeah. I guess these things, I'm guessing they're probably all coming from, like, in some high school somewhere that will be,
Yes.
you know, do you want to go down? Because I remember when I was in college, I think it was Russell, after, like, Russell Hobbs, which is named after a toaster for, like, getting, like, toasted or something, you know.
In that thesaurus, the slang thesaurus, there was just names of middle schools and names of high schools. And I'm like, this is open source, clearly.
Oh, totally, yeah.
All that huge list I made is 1/100th.
Or
less of what there is in that fucking website. It's all just gibberish. I really hated the ones that made sense to me. Like Kronk the Bronk. I was like, oh, well, that's not fun. That makes sense. It's not abstract enough.
I just can't even. I mean, look at what I've got here. Like Jeeves and Airplane, White Boys and Popcorn. What?
White Boys and Popcorn. God.
Oh, this one's actually pretty good and very, very appropriate for this. We've got Halloween.
Halloween. Oh, brother.
Yeah.
420 blazing. Oh, my God. Now I got the munchies. We'll eat all our Halloween candy. I didn't even look up. Oh, I should have looked up munchies. Like thesaurus for the munchies. I bet there's a bunch of stupid ass shit.
Oh, let me have a quick look while we're here.
Oh, please do. I don't have the strength.
Scran, Drunchies, Smunchies, Michael Phelps Diet, Munchology, Craving, Potbelly, Nom Nom Nom, Chong, Drunk Food Baked, POM, Grism, The Mabels, Drunchies, Sippies, Munched Up, DQ, Harold and Kumar, Wrecked, Malam, Cookie Monster, Pot Tits, High Funion, Monkeys, Growlies, Murphle, Munchie, D-Money, Vikings, Munchadoos, Lickasto, Hendrick, Lemon Kush, Smack, Snack, Aisha, Weedo, Sugar Puffs.
Pop tits?
Pot tits, yeah. I just suppose like pot belly.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're making me sweat off my Gene Simmons makeup, you motherfucker.
Oh God. It just keeps on going. Mexican breath mints, what the fuck?
It's just terrible. There's so many like not vaguely racist ones. Like the word Jamaica and Jamaican was in the thesaurus about 1,000 times.
Oh boy, yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
I can't even.
Folks, thank you for listening. Simon, thank you for joining me on this.
Oh, most welcome.
Baked episode, bro.
Yeah.
420 blaze forever. It's always 420 nowhere, bro. Folks, don't get too much of that blunt monkey freak going on so you can have a safe and happy Halloween.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
I just seen it.
We're going to close out the show.
I've still got the Munchies Urban Thesaurus thing open here, and this is going to blow your mind.
Ready?
Next to Chilled Grease Sandwich and Bogenfest, right, sandwich in between, we have Pizza Ghost.
And on that note, we're going to play us out with Gyrojet's Ghost Pizza.
Hell yeah.
AKA You're Not Ghost Pizza.
I am not.
Holy shit. You are the best researcher in the world.
Well, thank you, sir.
Good night, folks.
Good night.
You're not Ghost Pizza. You're not Ghost Pizza. You're not Ghost Pizza. You'll never forget, no, you'll never forget the clairvoyant breasts of Delivery Girl. You're not Ghost Pizza. You're not Ghost Pizza.
Hello, This is the Doom Show is a proud member of the Legion Podcast Network. Please check out the other shows at legionpodcasts.com. If you want more of Hello, This is the Doom Show, check out doomedmoviethon.com or hellodoomedshow.podomatic.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at doomedmoviethon or email the show doomedmoviethon@gmail.com. We're also in the air. Look up.
If you enjoyed this show, then make sure you check out the other great shows on the Legion Podcast Network, like Cinema Psyops, Cinema Beef, Devour the Podcast, Duncan and Bo Come Correct, Exploding Heads Horror Movie Podcast, Friday the 13th, Get Slayed, The Hellming Power Hour, Hello, This is the Doom Show, Hero Hero Go Show, Kill the Cast, Underwater Kaiju from Outer Space, Jerry Hates Action, Legion After Dark, Mental Health, Obsessive Cinema, Discourse, Pick 6 Movies, the podcast by The Cemetery, the podcast on Haunted Hill, the Psychosemantic Podcast, Rick Radio, House of Wax, Dude Looks Like the 80s, Rabbit and Red Radio, the Shadecast, Short Bus Cinema, 2 Drink Minimum Commentaries, the VD Clinic, Who Will Survive Horror Podcast, and Witch vs. the Doomsday Clock. With such a wide spread of shows, there is guaranteed to be a niche for you to fall in love with. Horror, politics, movies, books, sex, music, commentaries, health, video games, kaiju, action, news, comedy, and opinions that would most likely get you killed in some parts of the world. We are proud to bring you some of the best podcasting in the world. Check us out at www.legionpodcast.com, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, and any other dark corner of the internet where podcasts can be found.